This video comes to you from Gongaii Games, your source for Star Wars Destiny singles, sealed product, and tons of other great games. Check them out at gongaii.com. Use discount code COMMANDO10 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Commando for round 2 from today's standard tournament here at Gongaii Games in Portland, Oregon, USA. On our left we have Lee. He's playing Phasma and the Mudtrooper and Retribution. I really like this deck list. On the right we have Enzo. He's trying the R3P2 list today. He, of course, is on the Salt Flats for the leader ability. Now, I want to point out before we get into this that Lee is a relatively new player to Destiny. He's not a new player to games, but he is a new player to Destiny. So my expectations for the Destiny community is that the comments are tempered accordingly. All right. However, we have high expectations for Lee going forward. All right. So Enzo will win that roll off handily, and we'll go with his battlefield, the Salt Flat. So 2 shields will go on to Phasma for sure. Yep, pretty sure they're going to go on Phasma here. So just a reminder, the Mudtrooper can re-roll a blank, and when he rolls in, you can re-roll one of your blanks, and when a leader rolls in, you can re-roll one of your blanks. So he gets a double re-roll on blanks, which is important because he's not playing Advanced Training, which we see so often with Phasma decks. All right, so Enzo gets us started with a fresh supplies for $1. Not a bad deal. Alright, so we have a power action for Phasma there to roll in a gun and a gun, which is pretty good because, again, not on Advanced Training. So we see a Ezra Saber in Enzo's hand here. At least that's what it looked like to me. Yep, Ezra Saber down on Rey, so that's a really good little redeploy weapon. Back to Lee here, who probably should just shoot. Oh yeah, grabbing his resource tokens there. Yeah, no biggie. Alright, so he's going to pay $2, and it looks like he's got an Imperial Officer. Okay, so just remember, when the Officer rolls in, he gets to turn a Trooper die to any side, which is pretty good. Alright, Rey coming in with her 3 dice. A blank, but a Rey special. So that Rey special is worth 2 shields, and then if that character is at max shields, you can roll in. Alright, so Lee's action here. Oh, he has a conscript in his hand too. I really like the conscript early because it comes in and gets more dice on the board, but that trooper, or the officer being able to flip troopers, is pretty good as well. So, alright, it's Lee's action here though. Yeah, talking about the race special. So looks like he's going to roll in the officer. Of course, he wants to hold that back until he gets a blank, probably, but maybe he won't have blanks, though, with that Mudtrooper. So, that's not bad. So, focus comes in, then he does get to flip a trooper die to any side, so he can go to a 2. That'll make Enzo potentially respond here. Enzo does have the $1. Okay, so what he's going to do, he's going to pacify, so he'll pacify the 2. The shields go to no one, because that die is associated not with the character. That is a completely legal play. What you're looking at there is a Cole alt art, which we of course allow in our tournaments. Local artists, very good artists. We allow those, of course. Card is a card. So yeah, so right now they're judge calling on that, but that is the right play. Yep, so it removes a character die, give that character 2 shields. There's no associated character, so no shields are given. Yep, it's a good play, a very heads up play. All right, so it goes back to Lee here. Oh man, he's got a good hand. He's got a route in there. No money to pay for it, of course, but near miss and route. It's pretty good. He's done a very good job building this deck. Alright, so Phasma coming in. Alright, you exhaust Phasma. Alright, Phasma comes in with $1 and a gun. So I do think he should have waited to roll in the officer until he rolled in more people, but he does still have the Mudtrooper. Also, I think he wants to sequence it such that he rolls the Trooper in first, just to get more dice possible, but... Uh-oh, so there's the 2 focus on Poe, who is, of course, more than a leader, or sorry, more than a pilot, meaning he's also a leader. That Salt Flats is pretty good with Poe's 2 focus. But it's time to shoot. Yep, so Poe takes 3 there. Back to Enzo. Alright, so we're going to Salt Flats. Is he going to flip or is he going to blank? Go to the 2 focus again. Oh yeah, duh. Of course it's special. Of course he's going to special. So he's going to resolve specials and do all sorts of nasty stuff on the next turn. Because remember, Poe's die is flip another die to any side, or put a shield on a character and flip another die to any side. So what he's going to do is he's going to special chain and then get to reroll that Ray special out. Alright, so here comes a Mudtrooper. He'll roll in. He can reroll a blank, but he does not get it. He's going to be able to put some serious damage in here, but Enzo's going to start his shield train here. So, yeah, let's make sure Enzo does this correctly, but I'm sure he will. Very good player. So, he'll take the shield first, okay, puts it onto Poe. Then he'll flip a die to any side. Likely goes the Ezra Saber. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. Yep, so Ezra Saber, because that's for 2 damage. And if it's on Ezra, he can disrupt, but not relevant. Okay, and then he'll do 2 to Phasma. Yes, right now Enzo's explaining the special chain, but he's doing it correctly. Yep, so flips it a special, and then he can resolve specials, puts 2 into Phasma, taking the shields off, and then he'll get to resolve Ray, putting 2 shields onto Poe, and then rolling it back in as per Ray's special. Yep, and let's see what he gets here, and he of course has the 2 focus, so it doesn't even really matter. Oh, but he gets it again. So Lee here needs to, unfortunately, switch targets, I think. Oh, he's going to take his $1 first. Okay, so maybe not then. What he needs to do is make sure that he doesn't make his damage go for naught. Because if he puts the 2 into Poe, then Enzo can actually just shield up and reroll back in. So. Okay, so Enzo's going to R2 for 1. Very good little droid in this specials deck. It's dang good in Raylo as well. Seen a lot of use. R2 is all over the meta, either as a support or a character these days. Okay, so Lee's action here now. So he'll likely focus the 2 here. Maybe focus the money. I don't know if he has anything worth playing, but. Yep, so looks like he's going to focus to the 2. Okie doke. Alright, R2 coming in, or maybe not. No, it looks like we're doing some power action tokens. Alright, so we're power actioning Ray. He's going to turn a villain character die to any side. He's going to blank that Mudtrooper. Yep. So now it's time to near miss, because he does have that in his hand. He can still spot 2 troopers. You know what? I actually need to look up near miss because I'm not sure if the wording on it means you can spot a support as well. In my head, it was always just characters, but no, yeah, it says to spot 2 characters that share a subtype to remove a die, so it does have to be 2 characters. Okay, yep, that's what he's going to do. So he's going to near miss the 2 focus. Not bad. That's a good play. Usually it's very tempting for new players to just go for the damage or the obvious play on the field, but that was a good play. Alright, 1 melee for R2. You can't hate on that one. Does he re-roll or not? Here's the question. Nope, he's going to claim. Alright, which is not bad, because remember, Phasma's a leader. Actually, so is the Imperial Officer. Alright, 1 more to Phasma. Interesting, we didn't see a whole lot of removal there. Oh, you know what? We did actually miss a Retribution trigger. I didn't realize that at the time, but we missed that on the First Order Stormtrooper being removed. Because that does indeed count as a character die. Alright, so Ray gets, so with the claim, Enzo's doing his thing. Ray gets the shield, he gains the money. And we'll go into the next round. Yeah, I like Lee's deck. So I was actually talking to Lee before the tournament. He was running the Executioner, and I made the suggestion to just try the Mudtrooper because of the rerolls and the consistency with guns with Retribution, and it's what he went with. I'm liking this little deck, I gotta say. But Lee will get us started here. Alright, we see a best defense, a near miss, that might be a fresh supplies. It's going to be real hard for Lee. As you guys know, I played this Phasma deck a lot. It's going to be real hard for Lee to cut through all the shields and tough it out here. Because all Enzo really needs to do with the shields he can generate is just hit for 2 to 3 a turn, and he'll be able to last this out. So. Alright, but it's Enzo's action here. He'll Obi Saber. I mean, that makes sense with the shield generation and the special chaining. It makes sense. So Obi Saber goes down on Ray. Special on that, of course, is give a character a shield and then deal unblockable equal to the number of shields on that character. So that's going to be rough. Oh, I think that might actually be a tech team on the far right of Lee's deck there, or hand there. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, so he pays 1 for a tech team. Alright, Ray coming in with a bunch of big dice. Alright, gets 2, nothing major, 2 damage, 2 shield, a resource, and a blank. Back to Lee here. Can get some more dice in the pool, he can start routing here. He only had, yeah, he does have 6 dice. Take him a couple of actions, but Enzo also tends to like to get everything in. Okay, conscript for 1. That'll bring in an extra die. That'll get him to, or get him faster there to that 6. Alright, R2 coming in, looking for special. Gets the money. Can't complain about money too much. Right, but now Lee can bring in Phasma. Yep, so Phasma will come out with the conscript, of course, because conscript comes out with a leader. Yep, he gets the conscript, very nicely done. Alright, not bad. So there's a 2 gun, a +2 gun. So there's some damage, and he has a blank for the, and actually, so the Mudtrooper is a passive effect, so he could re-roll that blank on the Mudtrooper. or as via the Mudtrooper with the Phasma in. Oh wait, yeah. He can still re-roll the blank. Yeah. All right, so he's gonna. All right, but that was missed. No big deal. So Enzo will hidden motive. He'll call guns, of course. He's looking. He's actually. I'm surprised he's not going for the 2 focus. Yep. So he's just gonna call. Yeah, he's gonna re-roll that one. If it hits guns, it gets removed. Huge win here would be a rolling the focus. Oh, which he gets. Nice. So it's not removed, and he's actually in a better position. All right, so it's Lee. I'm sure Lee will bring in, if he can bring in his Mudtrooper and then have Route on for. Oh, the Trooper works, or the Imperial Officer works too. Yeah, absolutely. Put pressure on, and then he can Route. That's huge. You can remove 2 die with Route now. All right, Trooper comes in with a focus. He's got focus for days, and then he can flip a. He'll flip a blank to the 2. I'm sure. Very nice. See what Enzo can do. The Imperial Officer is so useful in a Phasma deck that's not using advanced training. I'm not a huge fan of her in the advanced training decks with the blanks, but with the blanks being damage, I mean. All right, so Poe comes in, 1 gun and a blank. I mean, now's the best time to Route, right? Good as time as any to Route. Yep, so he's looking at the Mudtrooper. So the heads-up play would actually be to wait to use a Mudtrooper until Enzo uses the power action on Rey. All right, so we're just lining up the dice. No big deal. All right, Enzo's action here. All right, so here's a pitch to reroll. This might actually work for Lee even better here. Leaves the 2 in, of course, and everything else. There are some specials. He can start his special chain. Yeah, he can really start his special chain now. This R3P2 deck's actually pretty cool. I'm liking the possibilities here. Yep, there you go. So he's gonna Route. Hopefully he'll remove the R2 special because that's the right play. Nope. He takes the the R2 special is the one he needed to pull there. But he took 4 damage off the table, so I mean still not bad. Yep, start the special chain, so he'll draw a card. So R2 specials draw a card and then turn a die to any side, so he'll turn the Poe special. Oh no, he's actually okay, he's just gonna go to the Obi special. So he'll give her a shield and then he'll deal 3. That's fair. Okay, so Phasma takes 3 with 8 health remaining now. That is 3 unblockable. Not that it mattered at this stage, but there are riot shields and shields to be considered. Okay, goes back to Lee here, who has a huge opportunity because Enzo's out of money for the moment. Okay, so 4 going to Poe, so Poe takes 1 net through the 3 shields. Okay, there's a pitch of black 1 to reroll. He does leave the 1 shield out. Oh, that was a smart play because now he can special into it and get another Rey action at, or another Rey roll in. Okay, so he's going to assault flats and Blank, very nice. Blank's the special. Yep, very nice. That saves him a lot of damage. Back to Enzo here. That was a great play on Lee's side. Okay, pitch to reroll. Again, he leaves the shield. That's a good play on Enzo's side. Gets a blout. There, he got it. Blank and special. He just got it. Actually, with the post special, doesn't even need to raise shield, but it was still the right play. Okay, so he'll use a focus, or sorry, he's resolving focus. Uses the focus to go to the. Wait, what's he doing here? Yep, so he'll go to the should go to the 2 and the 2 regardless. Well, not regardless. He wouldn't want to use the. Actually, it is regardless because he should just use focus and just go to 6, right? Go 2 2 2. Yep, that's so go to 2 2 2. And then there's going to be a ray power action here to save 2 of them. Oh, or not. Nope. Enzo got excited, so he's going to take the post special, take 1 shield. He'll flip raid or special, take 2 shields on Poe, and then reroll the die. And then roll back in, yep. Oh, goodness. But 6 more going into Poe, so 3 net. So the discussion they're having right now is because Enzo's resolving specials, Lee was asking why he couldn't resolve that special again, and the answer is because you can only resolve the same die once in any action, as you all know. Okay, but there's the 6 into Poe for 3 net, so Poe has 4 health remaining at this moment, but he's about to get 3 shields here with another Ray roll in, so I mean, I would imagine. Oh no, he didn't. He's going to power action to reroll. Oh. Actually, that's the same. It's the same effect, so that actually was a null result. Yeah, because 1 die has to get burned, and then he'll get the shields and roll in again. So it's actually the same as if it was. Actually, it cost Enzo a card. Cost him the Yodas. Oh, but he gets it again, which actually doesn't do him any good. So he can actually resolve that and roll it again. Yeah, he can absolutely do that and resolve. Yeah, they're doing a judge call right now, but can absolutely do it. Yep, so he's going to give 2 shields that, of course, drop off, and then he'll take a money. Yep, and then that'll be it. So Lee has the battlefield. He'll get us started for this round. Enzo has fully shielded characters and $3 for the next round. Enzo's in really good shape to just get an explosive play here. Lee's probably going to be able to blast down Poe, but I think Ray is in full-on tank mode here. All right, so we do see a sniper team, but Lee just needs to get some damage in the pool. Man, Retribution is a fascinating card because it puts people in a situation where they just don't remove dice. We've only seen 1 die removed on Lee's side all game. All right, so yep, very nice. Power action. Oh, that's really good. Oh, but there's the pacify. So again, we need to deal a damage here, but I'm thinking that's going to be missed because it was missed last time. But that definitely counts for a Retribution. That's an easy one to miss though, so that's okay. So he's going to tech team in that sniper team. God, I love the sniper team. Such a great card. I played that instead of Imperial Officer in my advanced training version of Phasma. But I really like Lee's deck here. Qui-Gon Spirit, the junk legendary of Convergence, but it's on the table because it does exactly what he wants it to do with the specials. Specials and shields, what else does Enzo want? So it goes back to Lee here. do see a Pulverize in Lee's hand. He can't pay for it yet. But that's a pretty potent Phasma card. Okay, so Phasma coming out with the Conscript, so rolling in 3 die total. Alright, blank, blank, and a 1 gun. Yep, there he's catching it. Nicely done, Lee. Yep, good catch. Yep, so we'd missed that once before, but he's picking up on it, which is exactly what we want out of new players. So, well done, guys. Oh, gets a blank again, but that's all right. That was a big win in the realization there. It helps coming from a other card gaming background. Lee's a big Magic guy, so. Alright, here comes Qui-Gon's Spirit. Alright, that's a blank. Okay, so now the Mudtrooper's coming out. He's going to do some blank re-rolling. Oh, another blank. Man, if you were advanced, yeah, if you were advanced training right now, you'd be all over this, but then you wouldn't have Retribution, so. But he gets a 1 re-roll here. Alright. Yep, this was his opportunity to shine. He does still need $1 more to try and Pulverize just for a huge blowout here. But Poe just got shields, which is bad news for that Obi Saber. Yep, now do remember he does have the Salt Flat, so he can flip a leader die to a focus, but the officer will come in, gets to flip a trooper die to any side. Do remember the officer itself is not a trooper, though. Alright, so he went to the... Okay, so Mudtrooper 2. I actually like going to a Phasma focus there, but... Uh-oh, here comes the beat stick. Alright, he got a Ray Shield, but he does not have a well, of course we have the Poe special, so. Yeah, Enzo's going to be able to shield tank up here for days. Man, if Lee can get a Pulverize off, he can do some serious damage, but... Okay, so he's going to pay 1. He's going to best defense. Okay, that can be good. So what he needs to do is he needs to take that Obi die out. Okay, so then 3 damage goes into the Mudtrooper. I probably would have taken the Obi Saber die. I think the Poe die was the right call, and I probably would have taken the Obi Saber die. Yep, because now we're right back where he began, which is taking a bunch of damage from Obi Saber. So, okay, so power action. Does he flip to a 2 focus, right? He has plenty of cards, well, 1, 2, 3 cards to reroll. Okay, no, we're not. Looks like we're not power actioning. He's got the sniper team yet to come in before he's put. Yep, there we go. Oh, 3 for 1. Nothing to pay for it yet, but with a reroll, he's likely to get money somewhere. Enzo's action here. Enzo's dropping a reroll. Picking up everything that's not damage or specials. I mean, that seems pretty good. That gets a 1 focus. Other than that, really not much to write home about. Back to Lee. Alright, so he drops his other sniper team to reroll probably everything that's not damage. Is he going to pick up the sniper team is a question. I think you probably leave the sniper team. There's his 2 focus and a money. Not bad. That's actually pretty good. He can blow out Poe here. Alright, there's a pitch to reroll. Alright, not much. Alright, Lee's in a good spot here. Can try and wipe Poe off the board, and then he'll have to try and cut into Ray. We are closing in on being close to time here, though, so. Yep, there's 1 money. Sets him up for the sniper team. Oh, Beguile for 2. Alright, so Enzo will get to re-roll a die, blank a die, and then remove a die. And it can be the same die. Alright, so re-rolls Phasma, focus, which is smart. Do you remember Lee still has a power action? Oh, Phasma rolls the 2. Alright, blanks the 2. And then removes the sniper team. I don't know if that was the right play. I mean, 3 is 3, but it costs him 1. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right play. I mean, assault flats into a 2 focus can get Poe off the board here. Lee's decision here. I do like the salt flats into the 2 focus. Alright, he's gonna. Oh, he drops his pulverize. Oh. Disrupting a 1 gun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs 7 to drop Poe. Alright, power action to blank the trooper. Alright, now you definitely got assault flats into the 2 focus. Flip both those into their 2 and the +2. That's only 6, but maybe you drop your last card to reroll. Yep, looks like he's reaching for a token. Yeah, he's thinking it over here. I think he's thinking the salt flats, whether it's a blank or a flip to the 2 focus. But I think 2 focus. Yeah, that's the right play, Lee. Nicely done. Now Enzo's got to be thinking about action counts here to stay ahead. Alright, 1 focus to 2 focus to specials for days, I would imagine here. Yep. Right, spins 1 to near miss the. Okay. That's the Ezra Saber die. He's out of cards. So it's special chain to draw a card. Just drew a field medic. And then he'll hit for 3. We're getting real close on time here, so this may be the last round. Okay, so the 2 focus, so go to the 2 and the +2, I would assume here. Enzo shouldn't be able to do much about it. No dead Poe, but 2 more in a Phasma there, so Phasma will be at 9, so let's do a quick damage. Oh, we don't even need to do much quick. There's only 7 on Poe, and there's 12 on Lee's side, so. But if this does go to time, right now Enzo takes it, even with the damage on the table. So Lee will have to hope they can go to the next round here, but I don't think they're going to. I think we're at time. And so Enzo passes. Okay, Lee claims. Yeah. Yep. So they are at time. So now they're counting it up. So Enzo will take this one down, just on tiebreaker, just for more damage dealt, just through all those shields. But nicely done, gentlemen. Well played, Lee. Well played, Enzo. I really like the R3P2. I actually like both of these decks. Well done, guys. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hey guys, it's Bard. I'm out here chilling with Dice Commando. Make sure you go like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll get a reprint of this. We're gonna have a good time.